and it started working. And now I want to tell it to turn on the flash. Flash on! And you see the flash, so the flash is working. So now with all of that ready to go, I want to make sure that my video glasses still work, and they do. So we're going to check each other. I'm going to check the beauty here and to see that she didn't put the goggles on. So let's find the goggles, disconnect them from the power supply, and turn them on to make sure that the internal battery works. And as soon as I turned it on, it buzzes, it turns on, I can see the blue lights, and then turn it one more time to start the recording. And now it starts blinking, which means that it is working from the internal battery on the glasses. Then you mount the glasses on the beauty. And now I want to connect an external power bank. So I'm going to run it through. Stay still, please. Don't move. I want to run it through. Don't move, I said.
I want to see.
Don't see and shmee. Just stay still for a second, please.
This way I can film.
Don't worry. Don't film. Don't do nothing.
Oh, you don't want me to film?
Just stay still and let me finish.
Then I can take
Don't worry about it. Just
from the
remain.
screen.
Keep the video going and don't fool around with it, please.
The video can and take it from the screen. So
Don't worry about it. Just listen to me and don't harangue me and bother me all the time, please. Then, attaching it to the head mount, I want to stick it back into the goggle. Be quiet now.
It's not a head mount, it's goggles.
So repeat it correctly.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying.
Then connect it
to the glasses.
To the USB-C socket on the glasses.
On the temple.
And notice how it loops around like this. The idea, and then you can cover it. The idea is to prevent it from breaking the temple. Then I want to look again inside to see that it is still blinking and recording, which it does, so it works perfectly well. So the last thing that remains to be done is to wrap up my documentation effort here. So first thing that I want to do is to refresh Pessar. So I press the red button to start, repeat it.
Pressing the red button to start.
Then the save button. Then I click on the previous session to bring it down to the current default. Then I'm going to add a version control, which is a subscript to the year. So I enter an A, and then the current time is 10:23 a.m. I enter 10:23. a.m. And then grab the Pessar.txt path, copy it to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it into the first position of the file name field and paste it with a backslash. And now copy it to the clipboard buffer and click the save button. Now that I've done that, I'm going to click the additional details and scroll up to find that the last step was step number 26. As I'm starting a new recording, add a comment with the previous file name of Pessar.txt that stands for Problem Step Recorder. I paste it into the dialog box that is called Highlight Area and Comment of Pessar.txt. Then hit Return and click OK. And then I'm going to paste it also into my notepad. Edit, paste, and file, save. So now I'm ready to wrap it up pretty much. We will start by testing the cloud recording. The Loom cloud recorder. I'm pressing the red button and grabbing the URL, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then click the play button to play it at 2.5 speed, 7 minutes and 41 seconds. Let's hear the playback. Okay, everything was perfectly good, so I'm pasting it as a comment first, and then I'm scrolling down to add a summary. I click on the add summary input field and right mouse, select paste to paste my comments there. Then I scroll down to the next available button, and that is the chapters section, which has an plus add chapters. So I click the plus add chapters and save the default 3 chapters by clicking the save button. Finally, I have add tags button, so I click the add tags button and I add the following tags. The first one that is included in 32 videos is the badge. The second one is the inspection that is included in 22 videos. And finally is the lanyard. So now I have 3 tags and it's playing fine, so I'm going to minimize it. And now go to the top of my notepad to refresh the Pissar. So I press the red button on Pissar. Then I click the save button, repeat it.
I'm clicking the save button.
I take the previous session, which was version A,
Okay, version
and
A.
I upgrade the letter A to the letter B,
You incremented the letter B.
incrementing it to reflect the version B. This is like a poor man version control. Then I want to update the time. The previous time was 10:23 and the current time is 10:29. So I upgrade the 0.23 to 0.29. And now I'm ready to copy the psar.exe path to the clipboard buffer. So I marked it with a cursor, and now I click the right mouse button and copy it to the clipboard buffer. Then I'm placing the cursor at the last field of the Save As dialog box, which is the file name colon data input. Click on the first position there. The first time it marks the entire string, then the second time it marks the first position in the file. You see the blinking cursor there. Then select the right mouse button, select the paste command, paste it, and then insert a backslash to separate the path of psar.exe from the remainder of the file name. So now I got a completely updated string with a psar.exe path as well as the updated file name. I'm going to add a comment wrap up, which I'm wrapping up the wrap up. I'm wrapping up the start of the recording session. Now focus again on psr.exe. Then focus the cursor in the last file name field. Right mouse click and copy it to the clipboard buffer before I click the save button to save it. And now that I saved it, I click the review additional details button. Say that. Additional details button. Let's go. Click on the additional details button. Say it. Click on the additional details button. Jesus Christ, help me. Then I go back and scroll up the psr.exe output file to see that step number 40 was the last one. As I'm clicking the red button again to restart it and add a comment with the previous file name that will be embedded in the current psr.exe file name. And click OK. And now I'm going to paste it into my notes. Edit, paste, and file save. First edit paste. Wait for it to paste the string of psr.exe path and the file name. Couple of enters. And then pull up the file menu of Notepad and click save again. And now I'm ready to test another video recording from Cyberlink. I'm going to stop the recording first, and then double click it to listen to it. Another clip on webcam max. Remove the, got some other garbage that I didn't intend. Wanted to press it. And this sounds perfectly good, so I X'd out of it. And now I want to refresh PSAR again to keep the PSAR files shorter. I save it again, and that will be version C. Upgrade the B to C and adjust the current time to 10:33. So that was 4 minutes ago since I've done it. So I override the 0.29 with 0.33. Now I'm ready to go back to the psr.exe field, copy to the clipboard buffer, then click it to the first position in the file name field, followed by a backslash. By accident, I pressed the button too hard and I got it twice, so I delete one. And now it is perfectly ready to be uploaded. So come here and don't talk trash. Come here. Copy to the clipboard buffer. Click save. Now click review the additional details. And scroll up to see that this was 14 steps. 14 steps, which is good. I want to keep it less than 20 steps. Less than 20 steps. I start a new one. You start a new clip. A new clip and add a comment with the file name of the previous PSR recording, followed by an enter so I can examine the path and OK. And now I want to repeat the same operation for the other webcam. Stop it first, and then double click it to listen to it. Now I'm starting two new clips. Just repeat. So demonstrate no garbage. Fine. Nothing so I'm taking now my head-mounted tablet from RealWare, disconnecting the power bank from the wall to examine it to make sure that it is 100% charge. You can see the display of 100. Then I'm disconnecting the device itself from the power wall, and I'm going to look at it and see that it may not be fully charged. So that, based on the light, there's no green light on the device, that means that it may not be fully charged. As I stick it with the external device, I notice that it is red, which means that it is charging, drawing power from the external power bank. That is important. Notice that I have 5 hours and 30 minutes left in the right hand power bank, which is attached to the device with the green velcros. And then, for an added measure of security, that was perfectly good. Finally, I got to the here's out of system resources error, which is important to note. And I want to stop and play back the MSN Recorder Max. I click the stop button. Now it says no. I don't want to upload. I want to play back. So going to do all the compliance work, and the first thing that I want to do is I want to paste, edit and paste the video file in the quotes here. Then turn on the sharp one-step recorder. And I'm going to save my notes. You saved the file. Save it by updating the city code enforcement compliance. That will be great. Can you help me, Rhonda? No, I'm going outside because it's already almost 11 o'clock. 25. Time now is. I'll meet you outside. This is 3 of 3. Just close it. I'll meet you outside. Stop recording.